Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danni Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello. First show of the week. How has everyone been? Did you do any live shows on the weekend? I can't remember what I did on the weekend, so I've completely gone blank. So I think I did music on the weekend. I'm pretty sure I did, but I just can't remember at the minute. Tell us who you've been listening to, what you've been up to, and do you have any shows coming up this weekend? I know there's a lot happening around here and everywhere else, so let us know where you're going and what part you're looking forward to. Well, we've got Brad waiting to have a chat to us, so we're going to welcome him into the room. Hello.
Hey, Danni, how you going?
I'm good. How are you? It's been ages since we had you on the show. It
has been a long time. Yeah, it's great to be back on.
It's so good. And new music. How exciting.
Yeah. No, it's been a busy sort of 12 months, and we kind of went through a new album cycle and singles, and this last single actually was kind of a fan-inspired release, I guess. It's a song that we've been playing live. It was on the record, and we were kind of tossing up whether to release it or not. And it's just a bunch of fans have been saying you've got to release this single. This is our favorite song. It's kind of been a pretty dynamic one to play live. People really liked it in the live set, so we thought, we can't argue with the fans. We've got to put it out there.
You've got to listen. That's right. That's what you've got to listen to what they want. And there's lots of people popping in saying hi. Tell us where you're watching from, everybody. Mav said hi, and also and Andy Penko. I saw you pop into the room as well. Say hi, Andy. And Paul's in the room. There's lots of people popping in. Tell us, everybody, where you're watching from. So yeah, you were saying that this is a fan chosen one. Does that mean you wouldn't have released it as a single if you hadn't have had that? Did you not think that this is something that you would use this song as a single?
Yeah, it's interesting. The more songs I release, the less I feel like I know about which ones are going to be the best ones to release. I think I'm finding more and more handing it over to the wisdom of the crowd, and listening to the punters is the best way to go. So I guess it was kind of a nice thing about this most recent record. Everyone had really different ideas about what their favourite song was. You know, even amongst the band, you know, we all had different ideas about what we thought would make a good single.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Nicholson, who produced it, had different ideas. So that was kind of nice. That for me, it made me think it was that the tracks were kind of strong right across the record.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of standouts that we knew we were always going to release, but we were just pretty unsure. So it was kind of nice. We just thought let's just get out and play them all and see what resonates with people, see what people like. And this one I think, because I guess a couple of our more recent singles have been a bit on the kind of mellower, kind of more laid back side, and this one's a bit of a rocker, especially when we play it live. It's got a lot of energy. So I think that's probably why people have kind of, latched onto it so much.
Yeah, because when you're live and you've got that energy, it's such a special feeling, and people do grab that, don't they?
Absolutely.
It's always funny. It's interesting, you're saying that all had different ideas. It's funny because whenever I listen to an album, and I'm still an album listener, and everyone here knows that, I think, but I have always found that the songs that I tend to go towards have always been, since I can remember, the songs that aren't released to radio or that aren't singles. It tends to be those hidden tracks that if you didn't have the album, you wouldn't know about it. And they're the ones that I always seem to gravitate towards. I don't know why. But
I'm a bit the same. I think some of those, the album tracks are the ones that aren't obviously singles, are the ones that are a little bit different or unusual, or have something about them that you might not have heard before. So I'm the same. I'm still a big album listener and a big fan of the deep cut.
Yes. Yeah. Me too. And I like to read it cover to cover and what was in it and where the song started and how it all came about as well. Which is what I wanted to ask you about this song, is how did this song come about? And is it something when did you write it? Is it something you've been sitting on for a little while before recording and that sort of thing?
This one's probably one of those dreaded COVID songs, or certainly written during the COVID period.
Yeah.
I wrote this with our bass player Richie, and he sort of came up with the original kind of lyrical idea, and I think it came out of that feeling during the pandemic that there was a lot of not so great behaviour going on, particularly from people in positions of power and authority.
Yes.
And I think Richie was just kind of longing for someone a leader to really kind of set the example, someone who can really show us the way. That's kind of the line of the song. Show a bit of leadership, show a bit of empathy, show a bit of decency for everyone to follow.
Yep.
It was kind of a cry for that, really, in the middle of all the madness.
All the madness. Did you find it hard writing during that period? Was it hard to keep going and writing things?
Kind of. We've as a band we kind of like doing things pretty old school way. We usually one of us will kind of come up with the idea for a song, but we really love just kind of sitting in a room together and playing it over and again and getting to know it and getting to explore different possibilities with it. And I think you can only really do that sitting in a room, sitting in a band room together. So I missed that part of it. I was still able to kind of be creative and write and come up with lots of different song ideas. I really appreciated the time. Life got a lot less crazy over COVID, and I kind of enjoyed that a bit. And it gave me a lot more space to kind of come up with the ideas. But I realised that how much I rely on the other guys in the band to really turn ideas into songs, for songs to reach their potential. So it's kind of a bit of both, really.
Yeah, it's funny because it makes you realize the things that you probably didn't even realize you needed before in it. That, like you said, you need each other because you're all bringing something different, but you probably hadn't realized how much each of you did bring together before that point. It just happened, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the longer I go, the more I appreciate the importance and the value of collaboration. I think, if you have a song and you invite in people that you trust and are coming from a similar place and coming from a place of respect, then it can only be helpful to the song.
True. Yes, that's fair. There's lots of people popping in to say hi. I'm sorry, everyone. I haven't missed you. We'll get to you. Kaz is in. She said she's late from work, and she was nice. She said, "Hi, young Bradley." Before that, I
caught up with Kaz over the weekend in Melbourne.
Oh, really? You were down? Yeah. Oh, how did you have fun, Kaz? You haven't told us where you went all weekend. I know Kaz has always got the most amazing shows coming up, and she knows where everything is. I love it.
How she manages it all, I never know.
I don't either. I don't know how she does it. I love hearing about it, but I don't know how she does it. Mav has popped in. Andy is there saying hi. I can't see. Brad was a megastar on Sunday. You played the three. Didn't stop. Whereabouts did you play?
I played with my Melbourne friends, Matt Joe Gow, Duncan Phillips, and Stephanie Giselle. All had album releases on the same day at the Memo Music Hall, which is, I'd never played there before, but really beautiful venue in St Kilda. And it was great, really great turnout, beautiful venue, great songs. It was a really, really enjoyable event. Great audience.
Yes, it sounds like a very good audience. Paula has popped in and she said that she loves your music.
Oh, thanks, Paula.
And Kayleen's popped in. Hang on, I can't see the whole message. Oh, she said she saw you at the press in Tamworth. Hi, Kayleen.
How are you? Yeah, I remember, Kayleen. You were taking some photos from what I remember. Took some beautiful pictures of the night.
Kayleen is like, she's just everywhere music is as well. Another one that just doesn't stop, just loves the music and keeps going. I don't know how everybody does it. And I'm tired after 2 or 3 shows on the weekend, let alone every weekend. And she said, Kaz said it was an awesome afternoon, and you were really lucky to have them there. And Kayleen also said she was one taking the photos of you.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful
she was there on
photos.
Sunday too, Kaz said.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. I didn't get
There
to
you
catch
go.
up, Pauline.
There you go. It's been a busy weekend for you. Now, I actually have got a list of all your shows, but while we're on the subject of shows, is there any that you have coming up that people can get tickets for or that can go along to see?
Certainly, yep. We've got a busy April ahead.
Yes.
We've got
It's
so
scary
that
because it's already nearly April.
I know it's just days away. We're nearly a third of the way through the year. That's extraordinary.
I know. I'm still in Tamworth.
Yeah.
I'm not out of there yet.
Yeah, it's
Sorry to
incredible.
interrupt.
This year feels like it's going faster than I know. We always say that,
Yeah.
but
But
this year especially. I think
Yeah.
after the last couple of years, everyone's just seeing that things are open and grabbing every opportunity, and it's great, but it's pretty tiring too.
It is, yeah, absolutely. We're getting into that, as you're saying, you like the slowness of COVID because it made us realize how fast we're going, and we're getting back to that. And I guess we have to, because that's how you keep getting through life. But it's just speeding up really crazily.
It is, yeah. But we've got a busy April. Actually, the guys that I mentioned before who I played with in Melbourne, Matt Joe Gow, Duncan Phillips, and Stephanie Giselle, we're doing a little tour with them in New South Wales on the Easter weekend. So if anyone there is from the Blue Mountains, we're playing at the Baroque Bar in Katoomba on Friday the 7th. Then on Saturday the 8th, we're playing up in Newcastle at the Stag and Hunter.
Beautiful.
And then on the Sunday, that's Easter Sunday, we're playing down here in Sydney Town at Petersham Bowling Club.
Yes, lovely.
And then we're returning the favour. I'm gonna join those guys in Victoria later in the month. I'm heading back down to Melbourne on, I think the dates slipped me, but it's the last weekend in April, Friday the 29th, I believe it is.
Friday the 29th. I reckon it will be. I'm trying to get a calendar up. I've got a new computer, so Friday the 29th. So Saturday's the 29th, so we'll do Friday the 28th, I reckon.
Friday the 28th, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're going to be at the Le Monde Hotel in Brunswick.
Lovely.
Then on Saturday the 28th in a beautiful little town called El Dorado, sort of up Albury way.
Yes.
And then on Sunday the 30th, we're going to be in Yakandanda at the Star Hotel. So, wow, busy April of shows.
You have.
New South Wales and Victoria.
That is fantastic. And are they all ticketed shows? Can people get tickets?
Yes, they are. So we've got the ticket links for the New South Wales shows all up on, so they're on our website, or if you jump on Facebook or Instagram, you can get tickets through there. And the ticket links for those Victorian shows will be up really soon.
Fantastic.
But probably Facebook or Instagram's the place just to just like and follow us, and you'll get all the updates about those shows.
Lovely. That's a great way to do it. And we have got in the comments your link tree. So if you guys want to go to the top of the comments when we're finished, you can actually click on that link and it will take you to all of Copperline's social medias and their website. Wherever you need to go to find things, it'll be there. So you can have a look at that when we're done. And make sure you subscribe and follow so you know. Now you're sitting there very patiently with your guitar. Would you still like to do a song for us?
Sure. Yeah. I can do. I'm happy to do the single if that's
fantastic.
Suits you.
That sounds great. Well, I'm going to give you the room, and I'll let everybody enjoy.
Excellent. So this is our new single, Gabriel. Darkest moments of our darkest days, we reach out to you. Won't you show us the way? We reach out to you. them up now. Protect them from their father's sins. Wrap them up now. Give us strength, give us love, give us protection. Sound your horn and let it be heard. Give us life, give it now, give us redemption. Gabriel, bring down the final word. When you walk among us, there'll be nothing left to fear. The wicked will soon learn the angel of the Lord has appeared. Rain down your vengeance, those who preyed upon the weak. For the righteous and the wretched, the innocent, the meek, make them pay now. Give us strength, give us love, give us protection. Sound your horn and let it be heard. Give us life, give it now, give us redemption. Gabriel, bring down the final word. Gabriel, bring down the final word. Give us strength, give us love, give us protection. Sound your horn and let it be heard. Give us life, give it now, give us redemption. Gabriel, bring down the final word. Gabriel, bring down the final word. Gabriel, bring down the final word.
I love that song. And it is. It's such a good one live, isn't it? Is it fun playing that one live to a big crowd?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of, when we recorded this, we really wanted to kind of capture a kind of raw, grittier sound,
Yeah.
which Shane Nicholson, who produced the record, I think did a really great job of. So we really kind of rock out a bit with that one. It's really fun to play live.
It would be. I can't get to see you for these run of shows, so I'm just hoping that you'll come back this way at some point.
We'd love to. Yeah. It's one of the things we talked about at the start of the year, that now that it's possible, we'd love to try and get around to each of the states of the country if we can through the year. Yeah. So it's definitely something we're working towards.
Oh yeah. Wow, and you better hurry because it's going so quick. But I do know that in May, we were talking about your April dates, but you are actually heading up to New South Wales in May, and you're introducing a lot of shows as you go, which is great to see. And what are your plans other than tour this year? Are you planning to release more music as the year goes on? What are your things that you're thinking going forward?
Yeah, we're sort of. Well, the reaction to this song's kind of encouraged us to maybe think about another single from this record. Yes. There's a couple of other songs that we'd really like to, to feature and get out there. So I think we'll probably do that. We're always working on a new record. So, the minute we put this one out, we started working on new songs. So I reckon we're probably about a third of the way towards another record. So we're kind of
Yeah.
busy while we're still playing this record and still
Yeah.
touring. We're busy songwriting and working up stuff for a new record. So yeah, I don't know exactly when that'll be. I mean, probably not this year. I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, but we'll be definitely road testing a bunch of those new songs on the for ad shows. So
as you're out
we'll be able
there.
to do some of it.
It's a funny thing, isn't it? That we don't stop to take note of the current songs. You're always got to be thinking forward to the next one, and before you really got to finish enjoying the one that's out now, you've got to start getting ready to release again. It's just such a fast-paced industry, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've tried with this record. We tried to we consciously take a little bit more time with stuff to take it in. I definitely think when we did our first record, we were releasing, one after the other, and I kind of regret it a little bit, not just kind of sitting back to take it in and enjoy the experience. So it's something we've been much more conscious of trying to do this time around. We kind of haven't raced the singles out. We've spread them out over a longer period of time to give them a bit of time to breathe and, little people a bit of time to catch up with what's going on.
Yes.
So I feel like we've taken the time a little bit more to really just enjoy this one.
Make the most of it. Exactly. I think, and as you're saying, COVID taught us a lot, and I think it has taught us a lot, like taking the time with things and enjoying it more. So we are great. I'm grateful that we got that chance to remember that it's okay to slow down and enjoy things as they're happening. Jan has popped in and she said to say hi. Hi, Jan. I haven't seen you in so long. I have to catch up with you. And Mav said, thank you for the show. And Kaz,
thanks for listening in, Mav.
Yeah, thank you. And Kaz said it's a really good album. Go and buy it, folks. And I tell you what, if Kaz says it's a good album, it's a good album. It doesn't matter. She'll tell you if it's not.
She's a legend and she's a woman of impeccable taste.
She is, isn't she? She's amazing. The industry needs people like Kaz and all the people watching today. We are so lucky to have such great people in the industry, but we need more of you.
Absolutely,
it's just we're a lucky industry here in Australia. But as we were saying before about, where can we get tickets and things, what's the best placed social media-wise to watch you guys? Is there one that you're more active on, or is, across all of them is the best? What's the best option?
I just find, maybe it's because I'm an old fella, I find Facebook a bit easier to navigate. I mean, we're pretty active on both Facebook and Instagram, but I just find for stuff like getting to ticket links and that kind of stuff is a bit smoother. Yeah. But that might just be me. We are active. Yeah.
It's me too. I'm definitely not one to handle the rest of the social media accounts. It confuses me. And I'm really, really bad at remembering passwords.
Oh, yeah.
I always have to message me, what's my password for this?
I'm a security person's worst nightmare because I know that I'm just going to forget. If I don't choose one of my 3 favorites, I'm gonna forget it. So
it's going to be really secure. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's going to steal my identity one day, but in the meantime, I can remember.
If someone wants to steal mine, good luck to them. It's not all you think it is. It's a lot worse there. And I can't see Paula's just pop a comment. She said she can't wait to have all your CDs in her collection. Paula, and I saw that was watching before. She's from Horsham, and there's lots of people that are popping in. And she said that she's following you already on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah,
nice one, Paula. If you just send us a direct message if you like, and with your address, and we can sort out sending you down the 2 CDs.
Oh, lovely. There you go, Paula. Make sure you do that. What's the direct message on Facebook?
Direct message on Facebook.
There you go.
Yeah, or if not, you can get email us through the website if that's easier. But we're more than happy to send you out a little parcel with the CDs.
Yes, lovely. Thank you. And Kayleen said that she can't wait to go back and review when the big shows are on. That is, have we got that on the list? No, not yet. Have we? The New South Wales on the list, but Vic is later on. Get back down.
Just confirming some details, but yeah, we'll put them on the website definitely, and I'll also put them on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, we'll keep everyone updated as soon as everything's kind of locked in, and as soon as you can get your hands on tickets.
Oh, and Paula said that she said awesome, and she will send you a message. So that's lovely.
Great, I'll look out for it.
Yeah, and I was just saying to you before about Tamworth and how we got to see you on that main stage. Was that the first time that you guys have done the park stage?
It was, yeah. Yep, that was our big stage debut, and it was an absolute buzz.
It was awesome. It was fantastic walking into the park, hearing you.
Really packed. We were thinking, it's sort of early evening or late afternoon, early evening. So we were kind of wondering, if everyone would be there yet, but it was just, we kind of looked out to see people. And, just playing on those big stages with incredible sound and, enough room to run around and be really silly is great fun.
Did it feel a bit weird being on such a big stage because there's so much room between you all when normally you have to fall over people to move? It just looked huge. Watching people on that stage, I'm thinking, geez, they must be getting puffed going from one side to the other.
Well, we actually had to earlier that afternoon we were playing up at the Tamworth Hotel. So we had to kind of race off stage there, and if you swung too hard and weren't looking, you were in danger of knocking someone clean out. So we were kind of, being really careful up there. And then it did feel a bit weird to be so far apart because we do feed off each other a lot live. We kind of interact, and so that involved, doing a lot of walking across the stage. We got our steps up just playing 3 songs.
The first thing I was thinking when I was watching people was, geez, it's exhausting up there playing songs and then in the heat of Tamworth and then on top of that, but to have such a big stage to get across to see everybody and to see all the faces, I'm thinking it's a full workout. And totally. You have to look like it's not wearing you out. That's the next thing you've got to nail as well. It's just hard.
There was glad we only had to do it for 3 songs and not 3 hours.
Not 3 hours. There was no envy from me watching you guys up there. It was amazing, and I was feeling for you. But I mean, I actually think it was lucky. I know it was hot in Tamworth as it always is, but I don't think it was. I've been years where it's definitely been a lot hotter than it was this year. So it wasn't
too bad.
It wasn't as bad. I mean, I wasn't outside a lot. That probably helped, but it was definitely not as hot as some years. So hopefully that's how it stays.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect. Yeah. Did you go at all through COVID? Did you go to any of them?
We went up to the one in April last year.
Yes,
the 2022 one. Yep. So we had a few shows at that festival, and that was. I mean, it was great to be able to do it. It was. I think it was unusual, sort of a different time of year. It was kind of cool in the evenings, and so it was kind of a bit strange, but it was great to be able to do it. And I mean, there's some really good things as well. It was kind of nice to play in it when it wasn't baking hot,
not dripping wet. I actually think it would have made it so pleasant. And you'd have had more energy.
It sort of reversed everything because I kind of in January it's kind of like the later you can play the better because you're out of the heat. But there it was like the prime slot was 2 PM, and
how things change in just a few months.
Yeah. This is the topsy-turvy world we live in.
It is, isn't it? That's for sure. Kayleen said, but it was really mild by comparison. I think it was, Kayleen, as silly as that sounds, because it was hot, but it's still, as silly as it sounds. We're never happy, are we? We can never be pleased. It's just hot, Well, thank you so much for chatting to us tonight. I know that we've kept you for half an hour. I'm very sorry. But it's been lovely to have you back on, and I hope that we get to see you before the year finishes. Have you back on again with some of your next single releases from the album.
Absolutely, love to. No, thanks so much for having me back on. It's always really lovely to chat to you, and it's really good fun. It's really nice to catch up with a few familiar faces.
It's been lovely. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We don't have one tomorrow night. I actually have a recording to do tomorrow night, so I won't be live, but I will be back next Wednesday and next Thursday. We've got 2 shows booked in. So actually, I think we might have 3 shows booked in next week. But I think that we're just waiting on the last confirmation, but I'm pretty sure we do. So we'll see you all really soon. Have a lovely weekend and stay safe. And instead of, we might even you're going to test something with you today, Brad. We've got a list of your tour dates coming out that Scott has done up for us, and he's done such a great job with the artwork. We're going to pop that up so that you guys can all check that out before we close the show out. So we'll see you all very soon. See you later.